This is your boy Fortunate, aka Uticus, aka Ken, and it's been a minute since I came live, but today I want to record something for you guys. There's just been this book I've been reading, and I thought I can review it for you guys so that some of you can consider it. You might consider it. I believe it's a good book. Now, so the name of the book, very quick, is called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. I come again. How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. So this book was written by a guy called Dale Carnegie. Definitely from the title you can guess that the book is personal development. It's a personal development book. And this book addresses one of the major causes of illnesses, of physical illnesses, and that is worry. And it gives you ideas on how you can avoid worry, eliminate it, and how you can prevent it. So I know you're wondering, who's this guy who decided to write such a heavy topic? So the guy is called Dale Carnegie. Was called Dale Carnegie, and he was born in November 24th, 1888, and he died in November 1st, 1955. So today would have, like yesterday, as I'm recording this, yesterday would have been his Remembrance Day. And he was an American writer, a lecturer, and public speaker. He was born in poverty. He was born in poverty on a farm in the land of Missouri. He quit his sales job to live, to write, and to write to live. Listen to this. I like this. He quit his job to live, to write, and to write to live. He had a short stint. He was a sales guy. He also did a little acting, but it didn't work out. So he applied for a job in two universities, that is, and the New York University, but he was rejected. But thanks to which one? Thanks to YMCA, which offered him, which he went and talked to the manager, and they cut a deal that he would give lectures and he would be taking a percentage from the lectures. So on his first lecture, this is what happened. On his first lecture, he asked the students, it was a shule ya Agumbaru. So akauliza the students, what is that one thing that gets you angry, or something that you're afraid of doing? And all of the teachers, all of his students, they talked about public speaking. So this guy, that's how he decided to create content and to teach his students about public speaking. This is early 1900s. So he went ahead and wrote 11 books. Almost 5 of them, the books are on public speaking, and he wrote around 8 manuscripts on personal development. So this guy is actually one of the best guys to talk about this topic. But this book I'm reviewing, he wrote it for nearly 12 years. Now let me give you just like he wrote a book for 12 years. So this book, if you were to sit down and read it, it is a very long book. Why am I saying it's long? Its audiobook version, the full version, is almost 10 hours. So I'm trying to imagine if the audiobook is 10 hours, and audiobooks tend to compress time. If you were to read it, maybe you'd take, depending on your speed, you might take longer. So this is actually a very extensive book. So the book, How to Stop Worrying, this book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, sold more than 6 million US copies. So it is a bestseller. It is one of the best-selling books ever, and his impact is even felt today. today, his impact all around the world. One thing that you should know is that now here in Kenya we have an institute that it's called Dale Carnegie Training, and they do now this consultancy services for individuals and for corporates. Where is it found? It's found in JQ Towers. It's along Kenyatta Avenue, first floor. JQ Towers was formerly ICEA building, near the old Macmillan Library. Anyway, so coming back to this book. So this book was published in 1948, and it describes several ways on how to deal with worry. Because worry is one of the leading causes in illnesses such as fatigue, rheumatism, heart disease, tooth decay, diabetes, arthritis, stomach ulcers, and high blood pressure. So Carnegie, I think there's power in this name Carnegie because there's Andrew Carnegie. But this guy, so Carnegie delivers several tactics and gives you, like this book is just full of examples, like before you even get to digest one nugget, another example. And one thing about his style of writing is that this guy is very, very personal. Like you can actually feel it, like he's telling you the story. He's telling about I, like for nearly the preface, which is more than 4 pages. It's just talking about himself, how he got to write the book, how he started, where he was. So it actually draws you into the book. So it's very, very personal. It's intriguing, very relevant. He uses a lot of examples, a lot of books. This guy, I think, cites a lot of books, authors, and one thing that I like, he was a Christian based on his line of thought, because there's a lot of Jesus, he was unashamed of his religion, but he also goes beyond it, cites people who are out of his faith, and this is a very, very well balanced book, and there's a lot of humor in the story. There's a lot of sad stories. I mean, if the author, after the chapters, he has around 32 stories, people's stories, and I believe these stories can really encourage someone if he's feeling low. I'll just pick on something. Like one of the things that I can pick out is the phrase that every new day is a new life. To him who is wise, every new day is a new life. That really got me thinking. Like, sometimes we're worried about yesterday, worried about tomorrow, but actually every day that we get to live, it is a new day, it is a new life, and I think that should give you and I motivation. Now, step 1. So this says worry is like constant drip, drop of water, and the constant drip of worry often drives men to insanity and suicide. I repeat, worry is like the constant drip of water, and the constant drip of worry often drives men to insanity and suicide. He quotes a method on how we can solve worry, and the person he quotes is called Willis H. Carrier, who was an old author at that time also. And the first step is ask, what is the worst that can possibly happen? Number 2, prepare to accept it mentally. And number 3, calmly proceed to improve on the worst. I repeat again. I repeat, step 1, ask what is the worst that can possibly happen. 2, prepare to accept it mentally. And 3, calmly proceed to improve on the worst. Number 1, get the facts. Analyze the facts. Arrive at a decision and act on it. So sometimes, worry comes because we are blurry about the facts. We don't have the facts. We are thinking our emotions, we let our emotions get the best of us. And sometimes you just need to get the facts. What is happening? What might happen? What is the thing on the ground? Analyze that thing. And then after you analyze it, you follow through on the decision that you make. Now, what do I conclude on this book? I think this book is very, very awesome. I recommend this book to everyone right now who is going through a hard time, wondering where and how to do, I recommend this to people who are broken-hearted, people who are battling mental illness, people who are on the verge of giving up on their dreams. And I think this book is actually one thing I find in this book is that it is a very well balanced piece of work. It is factual, relevant, and entertaining. I kid not, this is a book that if you don't read the first chapter and it gives you energy to hope for another day, I think I don't know what can be done to you. I think this is a very good book for people who are, I know life gets hard sometimes, and if you can't read the book, if you can't buy the actual copy, there's PDF, there are PDFs, you can buy the PDF, or you can even listen to the audiobook. And I would suggest this book for you guys. Make sure if you're feeling low, go and listen to this book, and you'll feel better. Even if it's just for 10 minutes, I believe you'll be feeling better. Otherwise, stop worrying. This year, no fear. Stay fortunate. God bless.